if you prefer cancel, okay for me, but
No,
okay,
continue.
I'm here for you.
No problem. I'm here too.
Okay. Well, introduce yourself, Leticia, please.
Okay. My name is Leticia. I live in Porto Alegre, and I'm a software developer. And I've been here in Talk and Talk since last August to improve my English. And okay, today we talk about environment and technology.
Yeah. uh, well, I will send the question, but wait a minute, please. Well, I'm introducer. I'm introduced. Wait. Okay. My name is Sabrina. I'm host here since August this year. I'm a software engineer. I'm work with .NET. Um, I'm married. I'm 34 years old, and I have so many pets and one stepdaughter. Okay. Well, we don't know. We don't need stay closing the questions because we are just in two people, so we can expand our communication in this call. But the questions are the better way to conduce the conversation. Well, Leticia, do you believe that technological development can help expand environmental protection?
Uh, I hope with this, but in my opinion, at the moment, environment protection, it's a good question because in general, people talk a lot about this and they talk about the climate change. And when you talk this, in my opinion, it's impossible. You didn't talk about technology too, because there are a lot of data about the climate, about the weather, and with this data, it's possible to prevent or understand how the environment it's changing. And if it's not the technology with the environment, it's not my my area when I study, for example, in the technology. But I know there are a lot of maps and the other tools when it's possible to learn and see how the climate change and for example, the Amazon forest and how the space there in the Amazon along the years, for example.
Yeah, I agree with you because the only way to preserve anything is when we understand how the I don't know the word what how the destruction are uh, happened because um, Amazon are Amazon is a big huge area, and without the technologies almost impossible to understand how the human action are destructed this area and how this destruction are impact really the forest the Pantanal and other areas, the oceans. In general, we have islands with garbage islands formed before formed with the garbage of textile industry. So with so many information, we can imagine it. We dummy people, uh,
Okay.
the people don't have the perfectly knowing and information about these topics, but we don't know. I don't know how we can make anything, how we can do about that. I don't know what we can do with the technology. We can thinking better about that. We can we can start the other way to this, because it's more is more we can more knowing knowing more about this. uh, okay. Do you know any tool, software, or any type of technology that has been created with the intention or trying in some way to help improve the relationship between man and nature?
Um, uh, Before the class, I read some things about I don't know what's the name in English, but agronegócio, for example.
Okay.
And I know this area it's improving more now about with the technology help them, because it's possible the technology, the biological technology, I don't know the names correctly, because it's possible to use, for example, the same space to plant different kinds of the food, for example, and you explore more this area of the when it's possible to need more food, different kinds of the food, for example. And when you talk about this now, for example, the people works in agronegócio use more softwares and I forgot the name, the drones to help them, and the trucks. It's totally different now compared to 10 years ago, for example. It's only a technology trucks to use this more use better when you collect the food in this space, for example. It's and in my opinion, it's a first step when you improve the relationship between man and nature, for example. But I know there's a lot of things it's not possible, and I don't know if now these equipments it's too expensive. For example, when you talk about these a little farmers, for example.
Yeah.
I think it's totally different. But food, it's an important point now, because now it's possible. I know if 80 billion people. Yes,
8 billion people. So
it's
many people.
so many people on the road, and in a few years, I think food. It's a big problem when
Yeah.
you talk about a lot of people in the road.
Today, this is a problem.
Yes.
Imagining so many years, or a little years. uh, uh, I agree with you, because the agro business, I don't know, but
Okay.
these are an area so many uh, problematic about the integration of men's and the nature, because this area a big destructor of nature, but in general we need about that, but not really. I don't think this is a really thing, because our food not productive for the agronegócio product commodities, not food. And our food production are about the a little farmer, that the little farmers already product the food, uh, mixing the plantations, because he had so little spaces, and he used the so many techniques to mix the cultures, and using better the earth. So this is a good thing. But about that, I work in my first my first company, when I become a dev. I work in a project about for a company that work with the agronegócio, and the app was an app to analyze, not analyze, but for facilitate the work of, I can't say that in English, but agroflorestal engineer.
Okay.
He we create an app to schedule the visits. He can get a image to a picture to a problem in plantation. So we can we have corn, plant corn,
Okay.
and we the the farm the farmer, sorry, the farmer take a picture with a problem in the plant of corn. So
Okay.
the leaf are yellow, not green. So he put this picture in the app, and describe a little things, and schedule a visit to uh, agent agroflorestal or engineer agroflorestal to analyze this. But he goes to he will go to the place, analyze, and uh, update the condition in the app. All circle of analyze and propose the correction of soil, of sun, of water, of so many things for that need to the plant, was put in this application, and this is a better way to um, guarantee a better use of earth, of place, and he analyzed to the impact the farmer in the forest on the margins of farm. So it's a good app. I don't work until the the end to production the app, but it's interesting, so interesting. I believe exists. There are so many apps and technologies, but this is a thing that I work. This is interesting for me.
Yes. I know. I remember for example, the water. It's a big problem when you talk about the agrobusiness because spend a lot of water. And I know now there is a sensors, IoT, for example, and you recycle the water, for example, or use the water better because in I don't know if how the percent, but it's a higher percent. The water you spend not in the agrobusiness, but I know in the other things, and it's the other problem now when you
Absolutely.
talk about the water.
Yeah, we have a real problem with water in the world. In Brazil, we have a better situation front of the world, but in general, the world is in serious problem about that, and we go to the same way if we don't have a better. A better treatment with the water. Uh, about this, I think the questions. I think about the out-sustainable houses. How the way to use better the houses, because I want to make a way to put to get the water of rain and I don't know if I can say armazenate. I don't know I don't know how. Wait a minute. I will check this. Store. It's storing the water uh to use it in other things for uh, wash clothes, to
Your
put in my
bathroom.
to put
Okay.
in my plants. I love plants. I'm a old woman with cats, dogs, and plants.
Okay.
Mas okay. Uh, I don't know. Blah, 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 between men. Okay. If money were not a limited factor, because I know if it is a problem, okay, but if money were not a limiting factor, would you install some kind of technology in your home to improve your relationship with energy, water, gas, or something like that?
I think the first time I me buy a house because at the moment I'm living in an apartment. It's not have space to do this, but
Yeah.
and the sun energy it's a good choice, and you recycle the water, for example. I know it's if you think about any kinds of you improve or contribution the good environment, it's too expensive now because you need building and the planning a house with to how to do how the house use the water, the sun energy, and the for example the position of the house like to the sun, because the wind it's contributes to inside the house, and you don't use a lot of energy, for example. I know
Yeah.
it's a more details about this plan, but
Yeah.
it's one day it's possible. I think in our lives it's people talk more about this, and in my opinion uh, the energy sun and the water and the wind, for example, it's possible. It's a good choice to produce other types of the energy, But I don't remember if last week I watched a video about the cooktop when they use a garbage, but organic garbage, for example. I don't remember I
A
see this.
biodigester.
Yeah, I don't remember when I see this, but it's interesting tools because you put organic garbage there and they produce energy to the cooktop. I don't know.
This is absolutely perfect.
But it's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bigger. But I know there is a lot of new experiments about this.
Yeah. In my college, when I was in the high school, we have a discipline named Projeto Técnico Científico. And my my colleagues create a biodigester to lightning the what the name? Quadra de esportes, I don't know. Ginásio? Acho que sim. We use the lamps of the school, but don't have energy here. In there don't have energy. So sports court. Okay. We don't have energy here. Here no, there. So we they create the biodigester, and with the gas generate with the decomposing of the biodigester, rotate. I don't know, and create energy to on the lamps. I found this a perfect thing because we change the garbage in energy. This is absolutely crazy, but we need treat the garbage, and we don't have this in so many cities. The garbage are absolutely forgot for the state, and we can treat this better and generate energy. This is a good way to thinking about.
Yes, I know.
Well, I will pass for the question 6 because we talk about the question 5.
Okay.
6. What you can you imagine the world without fossil fuels? Do you believe that the development of technology can find a substitute for plastic or polypropylene isopor or this kind of things?
Okay. I'm not certainly about the fossil fuels because for example, when you talk about this, it's a bigger things produce the energy now, and you need improve more the other kinds of the other kinds of the, I don't know, to produce the same energy when the same energy when the people use, for example, if you there are other types, and but I don't know if the same quantity, for example, when you use this.
Yeah.
But about the plastic, for example, I think it's a big problem, in my opinion, because if you if you go to the supermarket and you don't use the plastic bags, for example, but you buy anything there is a plastic. And the package of the brands and the baggage, the package of the coffee and the others. There are a lot of plastic in other.
All things.
Always use the plastic, okay?
Yeah.
But I don't know if there is other materials substitute this, but there is organic plastic. I don't know if the correct name, but the plastic it's possible to reintegrate the environment.
Biodegradable.
I like this, and I don't know it's a rule or there is a rules when the companies produce your products use this type of the plastic, for example. The couple of the plastic and the bags in some supermarkets, for example, okay, you buy it if you need to use, or you don't use.
Here we don't buy anymore. The law was changed here. We don't buy for the bags in the supermarket more. But I think the plastic is a big plastic, and the isopropylene and the others products that depends of fossil fuels. I think this is a culture problem, because we already create so many products or technologies to substitute these types of product, but we are the plastic is more cheaper, and is absolutely normal. So this is a big culture, a change of culture to substitute, because it's more expensive when you are when you need or we want buy a thing with other kinds of package or other kinds of a toy without plastic. We pay so many reais or dollars because the other products products of without plastic is so many expensive, because the I can't say matéria-prima, feedstock.
Okay.
So, but I want to make this question, because for 1 minute I think about I imagine that we wake up and the fossil fuel ends, because one
Okay.
day this is will happen. One day this is happen. So I think, okay, what happened? We are prepared about that. I don't know. I think no, because I think we don't know prepare it, when this happened. We are don't know prepared, because we don't believe this was happening will happen. So this is a crazy imagination of me, because
Okay.
I'm here, but it's strange.
Okay. I remember now about the plastic when you are talking about this, because you live in São Paulo, okay?
No. I live in Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
I'm born in São Paulo, but I'm
Okay,
living
but
in Rio.
in Rio de Janeiro, the supermarkets don't use the plastic bags, for example,
You no
or
this
use.
This they use and don't pay for.
Okay. Because I'm living in Porto Alegre, and I remember, I don't know how long, what happened this, but there is a good supermarket here, and one day I remember they talk about don't use the plastic bag in the supermarket. I don't remember if it occurs, if it happened, but I remember if they talk about if you needed to use the plastic bag in the supermarket, you buy it. I know it works one day because people don't use it more in the supermarket because it's a culture here. Okay, in Porto Alegre, I don't know. In general, in Rio Grande do Sul, for example, it's a culture to recycle this plastic bag to use your garbage in your house.
Yeah,
and you put this plastic in the other space when people leave the garbage in general. Okay.
yeah.
When I think about this, I remember the other parts. For example, now there is some products. It's don't use the plastic. For example, brush to your teeth. For example,
Yeah.
there are they use the other material, not plastic, but it's cost 3 or 4 times more than the plastic.
Exactly.
Okay. 15 reals, for example, one brush teeth. Okay,
we are poor.
Yeah, no. If not the problem money for me, for example, and I have a big mind about the sustainable places, okay, I buy it. But a common person, then they don't have more information about this, it's impossible to buy a brush teeth 50 reals.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know if I make this question, I do this question, but I'm right the question. But I think about that. We is really útil. I don't know, useless. Uh, when useful when you change your habits. I don't know if I change my habits for more sustainable habits. This is useful for word for because when I was a teenager, I make the same discipline of school,
Okay.
projeto técnico científico. My project was about I can say this in English, the use of water on the wait dry season, when we in São Paulo we have a big dry season, a época de seca, and we need make what the term in Portuguese too? I don't know, remember in English and in Portuguese. Okay, I remember. Rationing, racionamento. We need to make a rationing.
I remember this. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, in 20 one to 20.
Okay, I remember this. Okay,
so
it's you leave your party in the dark side, for example.
Yeah. So in this epoch, so in the college, I conclude my high school in 25, and I studied in the Sabesp about this epoch, and there are so many phrases. Oh, make your peep in bathroom to don't use the what the name descarga, what I don't know. not
Okay.
discharge, not discharge. But
Okay.
okay, make your pee on bathroom to the in the shower to don't use the sanitary. Uh, I don't know. Take your shower in 4 minutes.
5 minutes. In 5 minutes.
Oh my
Okay.
God! But this is really useful because the big use the water not persons for the industry, agribusiness, and
Okay.
so many uh, uh, economical, not about the people's. Uh,
Okay.
I don't
I
know if it's necessary.
I understand your idea, and okay, if you compare this a long time ago, it's the other time, and they don't have many technologies than the data and the analysis
Yeah,
compared to now. For example, in my opinion, in this time, it's a little warning. For example, when you talk about this, okay, because we talk about it 20 years ago. It's and if you compare the last time and now, don't this didn't change more because in my opinion, in general, when you talk about any things in your life, in your society, society,
society.
society, for example, you we forgot to talk about the people, how to understand how this work and how it's improve your life, because don't we forgot to talk about the education. People
Absolutely.
doesn't education about anything. It's if you compare 20 years ago, in my opinion, when you talk about this, when you talk about step by stepping now or again,
Really.
because I know we improve more than now compared to the past, but the education or in general, it doesn't work hard to improve this mind in life of the people, and the other tools or other environments and the other things contribute to this. It's
Yeah.
in general, it's my opinion, education, a, a, a main point when you talk anything
I agree.
in our society.
I agree absolutely, absolutely. We need educate the society because in general the society absolutely individually and don't think for the the others and the common things. So
Uh,
I agree with you. But these days, Brazil wastes 39% of all drinking water that is collected. Is absolutely crazy. We waste 40% of this all water we
okay. Yes.
it's absolutely crazy. And uh, uh, one link talk about the 40%, but uh, the other is a aged, dated, sei lá, that data, but 70% of water is used for agriculture. Uh, yeah, agriculture. Okay, I'm ready. Uh, uh, so is I always I thinking if they use consent about the natural resource because what who educates the industries and agricultures and, and the agribusiness and the industries need educated too but the cost of wastes of water, I don't know. This is a real cost for them.
Okay. I agree with you. And if you talk about 40% the water, it's I don't know how
Waste.
waste. You need, for example, I think that when you talk about the fruits and the vegetables in general, I think it's the percent, it's similar. And this area use a lot of water, and if you think and you talk about this, you talk about the two problems. The food use a lot of water, and these parts of the water, it's a waste. And the fourth, I remember 2 years ago I read about this, and I think it's 4% of the vegetables and fruits, it's a waste too, because it's not appropriate to sell in the supermarket or to use in the other industries, for example. But this is, it's put the garbage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In general, we don't know how use better the resources. We waste all resources. We waste energy. We waste all things we waste because the world don't know how use it for the better way, because we lost grains what we transportate we delivered it all
Okay.
the farmer for the port the to put in boat. I don't know. We waste 20% in the delivered. Why we can make the delivered more consent about the disparages. I don't know. The so many things we are putting the garbage.
Okay. No, I know. I agree with you. And I remember the other tools, for example. A few years ago, I like coffee, for example. Okay, but I don't know, I pass my coffee. I don't
Okay.
use the Dolce Gusto coffee and
Okay.
a little
You are
bottle
normal
coffee.
people.
Okay, but I remember a few years ago when this little machine of coffee like Dolce Gusti, I don't know, the Nespresso and the
Yeah.
other stuff, and there was a boom about this.
Yeah.
And I remember my ex co-works talk about this, and they talk about how costs one capsule.
Yeah.
Okay, and I remember, and in my mind, I countable how many coffees I drink in the day and in the month and in the year, and how many, I don't know the names, capsules in English, I
Yeah.
use in 1 year, and I produce the garbage. When
Yeah.
I think about this, okay, it's not for me. It's not part of my new life when
Yeah.
you don't use more plastic. Because
Yeah.
it's there are a little spots when recycle these capsules, for example.
Yeah. 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 The capsule is a problem, and uh the Nespresso, for example, uh try create a campaign to recycle this, but in the big reality this is don't work. So
Mm,
many people put in the garbage and okay, and this
yes,
okay.
I remember I see in the site of Nespresso a long time ago, in this time, for example, how
Yeah.
many spaces you recycle this capsule, for example.
Yeah.
In Brazil, I don't know, less than 10 spaces. In general, people don't use the recycle this. Now I don't know. I don't have idea,
Yeah,
but
me too. I don't know, but
I don't know. But
a little years ago, the a little stores receive these capsules to you need to go to a shopping mall. And, oh, okay, we need drinking a coffee in your house. You need to go to the shopping mall to put the capsule in the garbage. Okay, this is don't have any sense.
if people has a good conscience about this, people do it. But
Yeah,
in general, no.
yeah.
In general, no.
The importance of